Welcome to The Gorgeous Effect, the podcast that's about to rock your marketing world. I'm Julie Chanel, and with my co-founder, Cathy Olson, we're the masterminds behind Funnel Gorgeous and FG Funnels. We're about to drop some serious tea on how to create funnels that not only look amazing, but actually convert into customers. We'll chat mouth-watering offers, copy, design, and give you an inside look of some of our best and worst funnels. No smoke and mirrors, just real strategies that work from two ladies who have been around the funnel block. So grab your coffee or something stronger, we won't judge, and get ready to unleash the gorgeous effect on your business. It's time to show the world what you've got. Let's do this. Hey everyone, it's Julie and Cathy back with another episode of The Gorgeous Effect. It is almost the end of 2024. Holy crap.
I don't even understand how it's even in those numbers anymore. I was sitting there talking to Amen, my daughter, my older daughter. She's 13. I was talking to her last night and I was like, my grandmother was born in 1920. She's like, what? And freaking out. And I'm like, she's like, is she still alive? I'm like, babe, it's 2024. She would be 104. No, she's not alive. But I was just, man, I don't know. I was getting all weird with the numbers, and I don't know. I usually feel like the end of the year, I'm already in the next year. In my brain, I'm already in 2025. I don't feel like that with this year. Maybe do you feel similar? Is your brain already thinking 2025? Because I'm not there yet.
No, I mean, I would just say from a personality standpoint, you are very future focused or past focused, right? You have a hard time being in the present, right? You're either reminiscing about the past or planning the future. Right. I'm a much more present focused personality. So I am still very much in 2024, but that's not unusual for me.
See, it's unusual for me. In my brain, I'm like, wait, it's still I'm usually is it really still 2024? I'm by December, by November, December, I'm already on to the next year, planning things out. What are we doing in April and May and June? I don't know. This year's, I think it's been so heavy.
It's been a lot. And the thing is
a toll.
In some of the earlier years, we had a big event right in February, right? So
that's true.
We had Marketer's Heart, which I know people are like, are you ever going to bring back an event? So maybe someday. But what we're talking about today is end of year, right? End of year promotions, end of year mindsets. As a business owner, you may be feeling like Cathy, where you're normally already in Q1 of 2025 planning, or you may feel like Cathy this year and me every year, which is I can only get through one thing at a time.
Your selective ignoring of distractions and actually focusing on the month that we're in, which is, maybe you're rubbing off on me.
Maybe. So we are going to do an end of year promotion, and we want to have the discussion that comes up every year around November, Black Friday. Does it make sense to do a promotion in December? And so for all intents and purposes, in the United States, there are a lot of people who celebrate Christmas. Depending on where you are in the world, you may or may not have the same problem, but it comes up all the time. Should I launch during the holiday season? And so what would be your first off the cuff response to someone who's asking that question?
Well, I would say, think of the difficulty, right? What do you have planned those weeks? Sometimes I think we plan promos and we're like, oh yeah, but then I'm also going to be off or whatever, or I have all these commitments I have to do, right? So think about what your bandwidth is to make it happen, so it's realistic. But then secondly, I think it's a really good time, mostly only because of actual launches we've done that have done well. There's something about the week between Christmas and New Year's that as much as I want to lounge out and do nothing, it is always a really good opportunity for us. And I feel like we've never regretted it, doing something between that week. I think when I was more of a solopreneur, I definitely took that week off. But being an infopreneur, I guess, right? It's too good of a time when people are paying attention to ignore. So those are the things I would think of.
Yeah. Well, so there are a few things that I think about because I agree with you. We always have had great promotions, specifically the week between Christmas and New Year's, right? So December 26th to December 31st. And I have had good, even pre-Funnel Gorgeous, when I was just on my own, I would do promotions during that time and had good response. And I think that there's less travel at Christmas than even Black Friday, right? Like Thanksgiving is a huge travel weekend. And
Yeah.
we all do sales on Black Friday and we don't think anything of it. We're not like, "Oh, should we put out a sale?" Right? So this idea of like, "Oh, I shouldn't do it between Christmas and New Year's because of travel" makes zero logical sense given what we do on Black Friday.
Yeah.
But I also think that there's a huge come down after Christmas emotionally for people. They are sad that Christmas is over, or maybe they're relieved Christmas is over. They're looking forward to the new year. They haven't gotten their credit card bills yet from the holidays. They want a dopamine hit because of that letdown. They
Right.
want to feel like they're making decisions about the new year that are positive. And a lot of people are just home and it's winter and cold in a lot of the parts in a lot of areas of the United States. And so um I I think it's hard for business owners to launch during that time because they
Yeah.
want to take a break or
Yeah.
their teams are out of office and they're like, I don't want to launch during that time, but it's actually a great time for the customer. At least that's my opinion.
Absolutely. You made me realize it's like this great pause, right?
Hmm.
It's like because especially like a lot of times kids are off, or whatever. Your kids are home, like yeah, you're feeling really like cozy and whatever, but then you kind of have nothing to do because
Yeah,
like Christmas is over and but so
exactly.
you have nothing to do but to ruminate. It's like the great meditation zone
It's
or
great
whatever.
rumination.
Yeah, like doom scrolling, rumination, whatever you're doing, if it's positive or negative, you have a lot of time to do it, like right, usually,
Yeah.
and so I think that's why it's such a good opportunity because it feels so positive, or people are looking for something positive, maybe
Yeah.
it feels negative and they're looking for something positive, like they're looking for something to kind of re-energize them and kind
Yeah.
of get going again. And so, gosh, it's just like the perfect time that people are so receptive to, as long as you have a very positive program. I guess if you're if your program is all like negative and stuff, like they don't want to hear that. But if you're like us and you're really helping people and you're happy about it and you're like it's a good message and it's a perfectly timed like
Yeah.
message to receive in that moment of like new beginnings, right?
And if you're B2B or yeah, you serve like a business market, you've got the added advantage of it's the last week that you can buy something and write off some of your extra taxes, right? So there's
Uh-huh.
that going on. Or if you're B2C, a bunch of people they get money for Christmas and they want to spend that money, right? So I actually think the week of December like I don't know, 15th, 16th to the 24th is probably harder, right? So if you're going to launch in December, it's either the super beginning of December, like December 1st through the 15th works fine, or December 26th through the 31st. I think the 15th to the 24th is hard, not impossible, but harder, especially if you have a customer that it has children. Because do you know how many events there are during it's like holiday concerts and holiday book fairs and holiday cookie swaps and all this kind of stuff? So I think it's actually busier during that time.
100%. People are really wrapped up in that time and they're
Yeah.
not receptive. They're actually, I would say, probably overwhelmed with all of this, the Christmas sales
Hmm.
and this and that and whatever. And, like you said, all the actual things happening in their life.
Yeah.
So it's a really overwhelming time. So I would say, yeah, I don't think that would be
Well,
hard. That would be a very hard time. You'd be setting yourself up in that scenario.
a lot of people do the 12 days of Christmas, which like that's like the kind of promo they do.
Mm.
And I would say if you're going to do that, do it starting on Christmas Day. Like 12 days, use the true 12 days of Christmas, Christmas Day to January 6th and
Is
use
that really the truth? I didn't know that.
yes.
I
Oh my
was
gosh.
today years old. I thought it was leading up to Christmas
No, no,
Day.
no, no,
No?
no. So like
Okay.
it's like I think it's like the Catholic is it Catholic? I don't know. But yeah, so Christmas Day is day 1 and then January 6th is day
Oh,
12
that's
and it's
funny.
like I don't know if it has to do with the three wise men. Like listen to
Mm.
us
That's
trying
more
to
like
like
Hanukkah-ish, right? Where there's several days of Christmas.
yeah, but
Kind of,
a lot of
I'm
but
taking a
I
book
think
page from that.
capitalism has hijacked the 12 days of Christmas
Mm,
and made it like the 12 days to
before.
Christmas or like our advent calendar craze, which we have like 17 advent calendars in the house. Like when I was little, you would get one advent calendar, one family advent calendar, and you'd
Yeah.
have to split up who ate the chocolate. And now I have like bracelet making advent calendars and whiskey advent calendars and like, so I think that's why people decided to make their promos backwards. But technically, I think you're going to have more attention from your customer if you start on Christmas Day.
So it sounds like whoever made up the 12 Days of Christmas like really knew the whole like energy of the season and was actually
and not capitalism.
the original entrepreneurs, going going with this season. But yeah, it really is funny. And so what type of like what do we offer? Like what type of offers?
Exactly.
I mean, that's like the big freaking question, right? Because it is weird. It's a weird time. It's like, do people want to buy little offers like still, or do they want to buy bigger offers in that time?
Yeah.
Like, is it like a Black Friday 2.0 where it's like something really is on sale? Like what energy does it need?
Yeah. So Black Friday is definitely more about like the small impulse buys, right? It's super busy, lots going on. I think the Christmas week there's less going on, so I don't think you have to stick with that same idea. But if you're sitting here listening to this podcast and you're like, it's December, whatever, 13th, can I really pull off a promo starting December 26th? I think the answer is 100% yes. And here's the easiest way to do it. Look at something that's already in your product suite that you could add an amazing bonus or challenge or live component in the new year, in January. And you basically tell people they need to purchase that product by December 31st. And they will get this really cool live component, live training, live whatever in January. This does amazingly well for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's like a holiday present to all the people who already bought it because they don't have to do anything. All they know is you're giving them something awesome in January. So it sows great holiday spirit. Number two, it doesn't require you to create anything new, right? You're using a product you already have. Number three, the work of the actual promotion, what you actually have to do live in January, happens in January after the holidays. And so that's why I love this promotion. It also allows you to promote at any point up to the December 31st. So you can start talking about it. We're going to do a promotion exactly like this, where you purchase FG funnels by December 31st, and you're going to get this amazing thing that's going to happen in January. And I think that's the easiest promotion to pull off without a lot of planning.
So it's not creating something from scratch.
Imagine that.
So I'm not launching a whole brand new idea that I saw just yesterday on Instagram.
No. So there's another type of promotion that I think works really well. And this is based from one of my private clients. So she does a scholarship in December. Again, using a product she already has. Number two, it sows all kinds of goodwill because she asks people to nominate someone, and she has like a Google form, and she gets all of these people to like share her scholarship. She announces a couple of winners, and then for everybody who got nominated or shared, they get 10% off the product because you can't give a scholarship to everyone for 72 hours. And she runs that promo every December and has great luck.
That's cool. So 72 hours. So it's like there's obviously like she tells people in advance and all that stuff. So like the promo starts like a week.
I mean, I think she does the promo for the entire month of December. Like I think she just throws out that form and says, "Hey, we're giving away 3 scholarships, or however many to my course." And then she just like shares it on social media, talks about the course, picks the winners, and then runs a flash sale, right after.
Yeah, I have a soft spot in my heart for scholarships because when I was first getting started in business in 2009, 2010-ish, really freaking long time ago, I got a scholarship to go to this it was a program/event, and I could not afford it. Like I couldn't afford the full price. I really, really, literally, truly couldn't, which I'm sure lots of people find themselves in that place, and they gave me a partial scholarship. And I was able to afford it, and it was like game changing for me, So it's just like I really do have a soft spot in my heart for that because as like kind of silly as it seems, it really opens doors for people who like really just can't. They're just not there yet, right? They're just not making enough money in their business. And so I love that idea, but I also think, gosh, it totally goes with that energy, right? We just got done with like the giving season and being nicer to each other. Like, so it's like it's feeding into like the good parts of humanity and community, but also kind of, like also opening it up for new beginnings too. So I love that.
I saw a really interesting post on the interwebs. And right now, and at the time of recording this podcast, it's Black Friday weekend, or it's around there. But you won't hear this till December. But I was seeing a little bit of a bitch fest about a certain type of sale. So I'm bringing this up because I think it's a good discussion starter because we always think about the things that are good for us as business owners, and it's important to also think about the customer. It's a balance. And so we just gave you two ideas that you could do that are like without too much prep and planning and you can pull off. But what I saw was a thread of people annoyed about the daily deals. So if you're thinking about a 12 days of Christmas promotion, there was a whole thread of people that are super stressed out about the daily deals type of sale where every day something else is on sale and it's only on sale for 24 hours. And I think there's a lot of them this year because there was somebody who was teaching this methodology, but I never had thought of it before. And I don't think we've ever really done the daily sale. I think we've done the fire sale and then we do just like our
We did it
30%
in
off sale.
reverse, where you got all of the things on the first day and then one less thing on the like. So we were
Yeah, that was
we were removing deals, but you weren't getting punished for being like,
well, right.
the
So the customers were like, I have to set my alarm every day to see what the deal is and then make a decision.
Mhm.
Do I want the deal? But then like, what's the next deal? Right. And a couple people were like, yeah, it's super stressful because I don't know what the next deal is. And what if I want that deal more than this deal? And then there were a
Mm,
few people that were like, no, 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 I know all the deals, but I still have to keep track of the days and the 24 hours.
yeah.
So just for what it's worth, if you're going to do a 12 days of Christmas, maybe don't stress your customer out by giving them only 24 hours to buy each deal. Cause I think it's cool from a business owner, like, oh, it's a surprise. It's great if you're opening up 12 gifts and they're all free and you get them all, like go to town. But I just wanted to point that out.
True. I saw a deal that was going for 3 hours.
Mm,
And they broke their own
wow.
website and it wasn't working and people couldn't buy and then they had to extend it. And I was like, well, that was a fail. Like
Three
three
hours
hours?
does not
I
give
can't
me, like,
even,
that doesn't
I mean,
even,
we're 3 hours apart. Like, so
I was
like we
like, what about
can't,
time zones?
I don't know. Like that's, yeah. That was a rough one. I was like, and when I saw, when I heard that they were doing it for 3 hours, I was like, good luck with that. And then I heard that they broke their site and that people couldn't buy and that they had to extend it and were apologizing. And I'm like, exactly what I thought was going to happen. I mean, I guess, but I would say, oh, it's like a champagne problem to talk about breaking your site, but really it's not. It's so stressful. Like,
Yeah.
haven't we've done, I'm sure we've done, I feel like we did a launch one time when like the famous time when like Facebook went down or something and it was right in the middle of a launch or something like I feel like we've done that once where the timing like got messed up or something and we've had to like scramble and that is the
Scramble.
worst thing you could possibly do during a sale and cause you're frustrating customers, right? So I think that's what you want to think about. That's my takeaway from what you just said and also what I what I just witnessed yesterday
Yeah.
about that was really to be thinking about from a buyer standpoint, what makes people feel good? Like you really want to think about the shopping experience, right? And you
Yeah.
don't want people to feel like they missed out, especially we always talk about this every year, discounting something just flat out when people just bought it last week, and then now they're like, "Wait, I just bought this last week for." So that's like, can you talk a little bit about that just like about not like how do you discount and not make people feel bad about what they, buying at full
Yeah.
price or whatever like that?
Well, so number one, I think the one time a year you can get away with it is Black Friday because everyone has an expectation. But number two, if you tell people about the Black Friday sale at least a week or two in advance, people will wait. And
Sure.
if people forget and they've bought within the month, you can honor the discount. We actually had a customer yesterday write in and say that she was feeling annoyed because she had purchased Launch Gorgeous, which is a $3,000 coaching program. She had purchased it and then saw that the replays were available for 278, and she felt really disappointed and felt like she had wasted her money. And she also said that because of the timing of the Launch Gorgeous coaching program, she had never participated in anything live. And so I took time to write to her. And number one, when a customer says they're disappointed, like it's not up to you to decide if they were disappointed or not, or if that disappointment is justified or not, because they're her feelings.
Yeah.
Right. So the first thing I did was just tell her, like, absolutely horrible feeling to feel disappointed. I don't want you to feel disappointed. Of course, I can't control that. But I also was able to then open up a conversation with her and explain to her the difference, right? That our live coaching program has over 15 hours of coaching instruction. It has private reviews of all the offers by you and I. It has unlocked perks, including FG funnels, FG Society, as well as alumni status, which I don't even think she realized the alumni status. There's also special bonuses that happen every round that do not get put in the replays. The replays have none of that. There's no community and there's no opportunity to be promoted to our email list of 65,000. So once I laid all that out and I showed her, here's the difference. And oh, by the way, now you're a Launch Gorgeous alumni. Now you get this amazing deal going forward. I then also said to her, hey, but I want you to feel like this is a win-win. And I know you couldn't participate live. So I gifted her one of the Launch Gorgeouses for 2025 that she can do for free because she had a crisis. And it completely changed the conversation. Like she felt heard. She knew that I was listening. She understood now the difference. And then she was super excited that she's going to participate in the next Launch Gorgeous. So I think
That's
we
really
worry.
Cool.
Yeah, we worry and we obsess about what customers are going to think. But if you're willing to just hear them out and try to make the accommodations as best you can, most people are pretty reasonable and they understand that you're a business owner and you're running sales sometimes.
Yeah. So then you said that the sales are for Black Friday. So then are bonuses for end of year? Because that's kind of what we're doing this year. We're basically, right, we're sweetening the pot. Because if you sweeten the pot, then like nobody usually gets mad, right? Like, I don't know. I say that, but like I'm sure there's been times. But is that like more of a strategy, or you're just kind of saying that's just kind of what we're doing this year?
Yeah, I think, I mean, that's what we're doing this year. I think it's an easy way to get people into a program that already exists, so you don't have to do any sort of like offer gymnastics. I also think that because Black Friday, we discount things on Black Friday, it doesn't feel great to then turn around and discount something in December. Like we really save our discount for that once a year and then we do other things. And I think that when you use an existing product and you sweeten the pot for new buyers, it's also a way to give back to the students who already bought, right? They're going to feel like this is a great Christmas. Like all of our students or all of our customers in FG funnels are about to get this really cool thing. And it's just like Merry Christmas. And then new customers will feel like, okay, I got a cool deal. To me, it's like win, 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 win. Like there's nobody's losing in any way, shape, or form here. And that's why I love it for end of year.
Okay, so I'm going to say the theme for Black Friday is good deal, and the theme for end of year is goodwill. Ooh.
Look at you. Oh my gosh. This is why Cathy is like the marketing genius over here with her quotables and names. Good deal, good. That is so good. You should go put that on Instagram.
That's easy to remember, right? Now, okay, I got it.
All right. Well, I don't think we have anything left to say after that little mic drop. So we hope you guys enjoy your end of year promo. Thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We're just getting started with this podcast, and we're so excited to have you on this journey with us. If you found value in today's episode, we'd be over the moon if you'd consider subscribing. It's like a virtual high five that keeps us going. And hey, if you're feeling extra gorgeous, leaving a review would mean the world to us. Your words not only make our day, but it also helps other amazing folks just like you find our show through your review. Lastly, if you know someone who could use a little sales pep talk, why not spread the love? Share this episode and let's grow this gorgeous community together.